What is the most embarrassing non-porn item someone could find on your computer? I have notes of something I should have said in an argument for me to win it. A 1-minute WAV file of me singing Unchained Melody on our family PC's desktop when I was 8. All the stupid crap I bought from Amazon over the last 6 months. My collection of weird photos I have of myself. Search history of words I should know the definition of but don't. My search history showing how the duck do you spell restaurant 57 times. A game of The Sims in which I made all of my friends and micromanaged their lives like a little puppet show. I know I'm not the only one, but still. Having to explain why I have very purposefully made certain people hook up would not reflect well on me, I suspect. Especially given that their longtime partner didn't make the let's include you in the game cut. My calculator history. At least 5 downloads of the same syllabus. Per class. Per semester. I write stories on and off, and have tons of character sheets saved in my notes. I know it's really tame but I'm super self-conscious of my writing LMAO. I once searched Lebanese because I was curious how this very American looking Lebanese girl I was crushing on looked compared to a more traditional Lebanese woman. Flash forward a few weeks and my friends are over. I run upstairs to grab something. Come back down. And they thought I had been jerking it to just elderly Lebanese women on Google Images. They then keep scrolling and find a search for I think my best friend might be gay. What's funny is the group wrongly guessed who I thought my best friend was. There are 3 songs I wrote as a teenager. At the time, I thought they were awesome. I recently listened to them again. Not so much. It turns out that lo-fi generic techno with pre-made loops and random sounds scattered throughout isn't very good. My art from 2016 to 2018. Why that period? Specifically, all of it is just terrible and cringy. My art is still terrible, but I at least like to believe it's not cringy. I wrote a Winnie the Pooh fan fiction called The 100 Acre Hood. It mostly involved Pooh's raging diabetes and his incessant for medical grade honey. The bees committed many acts of police brutality. They said embarrassing, not groundbreaking. My YouTube history showing how many times I've fallen for a Rickroll. My friend, just wait until I show you this video on how to never be Rickrolled again. My Word doc containing detailed information concerning every gas purchase I've made since the Clinton administration. Wait. Why in Word? I can understand having the document, but wouldn't Excel make more sense? So much easier to filter. I too demand an answer to this. I write myself a bunch of positive messages and motivational snippets all over my sticky notes, so when I open my laptop in the morning, they are the first thing I see. The one in the upper left corner is what my brother said when I fell over roller skating as a kid. It hurts now, but it won't hurt forever. Another note is from one of my first patients, who said I was the first doctor who stopped and really listened to her. Some are just nice messages from myself to remind me that I can only try my best on tough days, and I'm more than a rejected paper or unanswered text. That's not embarrassing. That's wholesome and sweet. Video games I bought for over $30 that I didn't even spend 5 minutes actually playing. I didn't realize how many games I had on Steam until I was telling someone I didn't have that many and went to check the number. I had this exact realization earlier tonight. My friend was going through my list, and it was just a repetitive stream of why haven't you even installed this game yet? I have a folder on my desktop called Little Boy Pictures. It's all stuff related to a project I did on the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. I swear. Did freak out my entire class when I ran my laptop off the projector. Well, my Sims 4 screenshots folder was exposed in front of my art teacher like 3 days ago. Of course the pic you see on the folder was 2 of my Sims vigorously kissing. How many times I will Google easy unit conversions or effect vs effect. I have a folder of reaction images that are just Ben Affleck looking sad. It's a triple tie between my really depressing shit I made in my emo days my Wattpad account I made when I was like 10, and a joke-ass channel I made when I was 13. It was purposely bad animasma, but the top video got over 4k views and made me ashamed of myself and humanity. Take a deep breath. Imagine how much worse it could have been if you were at the age where MySpace and Geocities were popular. One embarrassing snapshot of SpongeBob at the Christmas party. My spreadsheet showing my sex life for the past 26 years. But first they'd have to break my 17-digit password to unlock the file. Why do you have a 17-digit password on an empty spreadsheet? Some hacker. Dead body reported. Honestly, my Reddit account has to be up there. 1. Too much karma to be able to wave that off as a normal relationship with the site. Way too much karma. 2. It's linked to my pen name, which is linked to my romance novels. They are not porn. The smutty smut is separate, but I still don't want my mother reading them. 3. Does anyone want their Reddit account to be public knowledge? Who all I crap. I checked your profile in a purely selfish manner to see if your definition of karma is over exaggerated by fear in comparison to mine. I made the front page once due to a writing prompt that pumped it up. I have literally never seen comment karma that high. Color me impressed. It can't be that new Jesus stuck. All the ducking and finished fanfiction ideas. The amount of times I've used the Google calculator for stuff I really should've known lol. A folder called not porn that contains a Minecraft server. I found my BF Star Wars game fanfic stories online through his alias name in a writers group. I don't know much about Southwestern and knew nothing about the video games. I fell more in love with him. His concisely chosen words. His clear backstory style and subtlety in details that make a reader have to think is so much like his personality. I eventually confessed my sleuthing and being a fan of his because I hoped he had more stashed in his computer, because I found the best writers are the most self-conscious and would leave things in edit mode forever, never finding it good enough to share when it's usually great 3 edits back. I now have an entire file labeled in a boring sounding way with the password protection, but it's nothing but Southwestern and blog entries by guys no one would know, so they definitely think I secretly loved Southwestern or gaming, but was ashamed to make it known, hahaha. About 40 software projects I've started and abandoned over the years. My bank statements. My weight loss pictures. Congrats on your journey. Keep it up. My fanfic wrestling shows. I've got Jake the Snake chasing $1 Million Man for the world title. I once requested a streamer to do something in a game, and they did it, and watched the video of them doing it on YouTube like 17 times. LMAO exactly unknown, seems known to me. Zelda Breath of the Wild player was doing a live once, and I told him in the comments something to help him cause he was stuck. And he read my username and thanked me and did the thing I recorded that lol. I have a folder on my computer called good pictures of myself. I hate taking pictures, so there are a handful of good ones I've edited, cropped, etc for different occasions/needs. The photos are called professional, good headshot, alright headshot, casual, and smexy. I screenshot weird and funny things my friends say so I can bring it up and embarrass them. I've been doing this for over a year and I have 600 of these screenshots. My desktop is filled to the brim with random Discord, Club Penguin, Roblox and Ponytown screenshots of my regular conversations that I just find funny. There's so much screenshots that I get severe lag when trying to open a file on the desktop. I haven't cleaned it up in about a year now, I think. I screenshot around 30 things each day, though I can bring up lots of good screenshots on Discord for my friends and get them cackling. Maybe I should put my max safety above my own and my friends' entertainment. The long list of D&D memes and my spending history for them that consists of 80% dice that I won't need and 15% books and 5% character sheets. I have a friend whom I have really weird conversations on Facebook with, just for the sake of fully expressing our mutual weirdness to each other. Often we will use predictive text to say bizarre shit to each other. My ex-girlfriend saw one of these exchanges and thought I was insane. My freestyle from freshman year. We made a Christian rap group. Oh duck me. First drafts of my writing and song sketches. Some of us have a relationship with music where it sort of happens automatically. It's like a flash of lightning. A song is just there in your head, completed and ready to go. The problem is, this is a little like waking up from a dream, in that the clarity and detail of the song fades over the minutes following the flash. If you don't get it out now, it ends up lost forever. So there are many recordings of me humming and whistling various parts of songs into the mic like a goddamn psychopath. Just trying to get it out now, so I can arrange it properly when I have the time to deal with it professionally. All songwriters/musicians would get this instantly though. But yes, I want someone to delete my voice memos the instant I die. I heard a famous musician, blanking on which one, but will edit this post, if I remember it, on Song Exploder, podcast about songwriting process with famous artists, say something about how her voice memos were the most embarrassing nonsense. List of your former classmates and their measurements, gathered and estimated from their social media accounts. Well, this is suspiciously specific and hopefully hypothetical. I think the most disturbing part is I can't come up with what this could be for, to what end. I enjoy writing terrible fiction that I will never show to anyone. A file named basically Homestuck fanfiction with some truly god-awful writing that I did for school. I keep a folder on my computer that basically functions like a fiction writing version of my diary. I find it comforting to work through possible imaginary scenarios with people that I think about a lot, especially if I'm stressed about something. Which means sometimes in basically writing fan fiction about my own life. I've also got some files that are just retellings of things that have actually happened in narrative form, which I keep for posterity's sake. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.